Have you ever wondered how you grow from a tiny baby to a big kid, or how a cut on your knee heals? The answer lies in the amazing ability of cells to reproduce. Just like we rely on factories to make copies of things, our bodies rely on cells to make copies of themselves. This process is called cell division, and it's happening inside you right now. Cell reproduction is essential for life. Without it, we wouldn't grow, our wounds wouldn't heal, and we wouldn't be able to create new life. Think of it like a bicycle chain. Each link in the chain represents a cell. When the chain needs to get longer, we add more links. That's cell reproduction in action, adding more building blocks to living things. There are two main types of cell division: mitosis and meiosis. Don't worry about the big words. We're going to take a closer look at each one and see how they work. Mitosis is like a copy machine for cells. Imagine you have a very important piece of paper with instructions on how to build a cell. You need to make an exact copy of that paper. That's what mitosis does. It creates two identical daughter cells from a single parent cell. Each daughter cell gets a complete set of instructions, ensuring that they can function just like the original cell. Mitosis is how our bodies grow and repair themselves. When we get a cut, our skin cells undergo mitosis to replace the damaged cells. See? The cut is smaller because new skin cells have been copied to close the wound. Mitosis is a continuous process, but scientists have divided it into different stages to make it easier to understand. Let's dive into each stage and see what happens. The first stage of mitosis is called interphase. This is when the cell is growing and replicating its DNA. Imagine a cell as a busy kitchen. Interphase is when the chef gathers all the ingredients and gets the kitchen ready for cooking. This ensures that there are enough supplies to make two identical meals. Next comes prophase. During prophase, the cell's chromosomes condense and become visible. Imagine taking a long piece of yarn and winding it around your fingers to make it shorter and thicker. That's what's happening to the chromosomes during prophase. Metaphase is like a school of fish swimming in perfect formation. The chromosomes line up at the center of the cell, ready to be divided. This ensures that each daughter cell receives an equal number of chromosomes. Anaphase is like a game of tug-of-war. The chromosomes are pulled apart by tiny ropes called spindle fibers. Each half of the cell gets a complete set of chromosomes. Telophase is like the end of a fireworks show. The chromosomes reach opposite ends of the cell, and a new nuclear envelope forms around each set. Now the cell has two nuclei. Finally, we have cytokinesis. This is when the cytoplasm, the jelly-like substance inside the cell, divides. Now we have two identical daughter cells, each with its own nucleus and cytoplasm. Section 4, meiosis, shuffling the genetic deck for variety. Now let's talk about meiosis. Meiosis is a special type of cell division that produces gametes, which are sex cells like sperm and eggs. Unlike mitosis, which produces identical copies, meiosis creates cells with half the number of chromosomes as the parent cell. Think of a deck of cards. You have 52 cards, and in a game you might get dealt half the deck. That's similar to meiosis. Meiosis is essential for sexual reproduction because it ensures that when a sperm fertilizes an egg, the resulting offspring has the correct number of chromosomes. It also introduces genetic variation, which is why we're not all identical clones of our parents. Meiosis involves two rounds of division, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Each round has its own set of stages, but don't worry, we'll break it down step by step. Section 5. The two-step dance of meiosis, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Meiosis 1 is the first round of division, and it's all about separating homologous chromosomes. Homologous chromosomes are pairs of chromosomes that carry genes for the same traits. Imagine you have two sets of recipe books, one from your mom and one from your dad. Each book in a set has the same types of recipes, but the recipes might be a little bit different. The chocolate chip cookie recipe from your mom's book might call for more chocolate chips than the one from your dad's book. During prophase 1, the chromosomes condense and homologous chromosomes pair up. This is like taking all the recipe books and putting them into pairs based on their category. All the cookie recipes go together, all the cake recipes go together, and so on. Metaphase 1 is like shuffling the recipe book pairs. The homologous chromosome pairs line up at the center of the cell, and the orientation of each pair is random. This is where genetic variation comes in. Anaphase 1 is like dealing out the recipe books to two teams. The homologous chromosomes are pulled apart, with one chromosome from each pair going to opposite ends of the cell. Telophase 1 and cytokinesis 1 are like the end of the first round of a card game. The cell divides, and we now have two daughter cells, each with half the number of chromosomes as the parent cell. Meiosis 2 is like playing a second round with the recipe books you were dealt. The stages of Meiosis 2 are very similar to the stages of mitosis. The chromosomes line up at the center of the cell, the sister chromatids are pulled apart, and the cells divide again. At the end of Meiosis 2, we have four daughter cells, each with a unique combination of chromosomes. These are our gametes, ready to create a new generation. Section 6. Mitosis versus meiosis, two sides of the same coin. Mitosis and meiosis are both essential for life, but they have different roles to play. Mitosis is like making photocopies of a document, ensuring that each copy is identical to the original. It's responsible for growth, repair, and asexual reproduction. Meiosis, on the other hand, is like shuffling a deck of cards and dealing out hands. It creates genetic diversity, which is essential for adaptation and evolution. Meiosis is responsible for sexual reproduction and the creation of unique individuals. Here's a table summarizing the key differences between mitosis and meiosis. Number of divisions: 1 in mitosis, 2 in meiosis. Number of daughter cells: 2 in mitosis, 4 in meiosis. Daughter cells genetically identical: yes in mitosis, no in meiosis. Chromosome number of daughter cells: same as parent cell in mitosis, half of parent cell in meiosis. Role in the body: growth, repair, asexual reproduction for mitosis, and sexual reproduction for meiosis. Section 7. The importance of cell reproduction, growth, repair, and a dash of diversity. Cell reproduction is like a fundamental dance of life, essential for the growth and continuation of all living organisms. Mitosis, the master copier, ensures that our bodies can grow and repair themselves. It's the reason a small cut heals, a broken bone mends, and a tiny seed can sprout into a towering tree. Meiosis, the genetic shuffler, introduces variation into the mix, creating unique individuals with a blend of traits from their parents. It's the driving force behind the incredible diversity of life on Earth. Without cell reproduction, life as we know it simply wouldn't exist. It's a process that happens continuously within us, a testament to the elegance and complexity of the natural world. So next time you get a scrape on your knee or marvel at the unique features of a friend, remember the amazing world of cell reproduction happening within.